Good morning, Lara. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just a minute. There we are.
Okay, because you were off air.
Are you all right?
How are you? Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good. Brilliant. Thank you so much for finding the time to talk to us.
Of course. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Really good. And are you busy over there with all the YouTube?
Yeah, everything is like, not just YouTube, the whole social media world is becoming crazy. It's hard to keep up, you know?
On so many different platforms, I imagine, as well.
Yeah.
If we can get started with these few basic
Sure.
questions, just give us a basic overview of what you tend to do in your day-to-day life, the channels that you're running, and what you think that brings.
So I work for Roya TV. I'm their digital media consultant, and my responsibility is to take the content that is shown on TV and to integrate it into the social media platforms as well as digital media platforms in the best way possible to increase our reach and to also engage with our users and our fans, as we like to call them, to see what content they prefer, how can we offer better content, how to optimize how people ingest our content, and to improve what we offer on the screen as well. So there are a lot of areas that we work towards, but as you know, there's a lot of platforms where we can display video, and primarily it is YouTube for now. But that doesn't end there, because now we have the Facebook, they are offering video, we have Periscope on Twitter, you have 15 seconds on Instagram. So video now can be displayed in more than one area. So yeah, that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I find new ways to optimize our content best possible.
So how do you actually go about deciding which channels to set up? Because obviously you've divided it out into the different things. What's involved in deciding how to do that?
Okay, so first of all, we have the content,
and the playlists, that kind of thing. How have you decided that out?
So first of all, we think of the channel itself. What are we offering? What is our content? So we have a morning show that's 4 hours. We have news, we have comedy, we have Roya Drama, which is a bunch of series. So we decide, like, okay, what is our brand? What is our identity? What are we offering? And then where should this all fall into a channel that can carry and accommodate this brand of ours? So for we have, let's say, 9 or 10 channels on YouTube. If we talk about the main channel, which is Roya TV, how do we break down the playlist? So the channel has to, of course, have a name, a logo, a cover photo carrying many links. Also, we display all our social media links. And then we break it down into the latest updates. Of course, we have a trailer for the unsubscriber and a video for the subscribed viewer fan. So they see our most our latest video or something that we want to promote. That's the first video they see. And then if they
usually,
it's just it can be up to a minute. It can be as long as you want it to, but depending who you're talking to. If you want a subscriber, if you're talking to a subscriber, you can put all your like blurbs of all your shows in like a minute, just to attract their attention. And then when you scroll down, you can see the videos, the latest videos that we just uploaded like minutes ago. Sorry, excuse me. Minutes ago or a while ago. I forgot to put that on silent. And then when you go down, the playlists are structured according to the category. For example, we have a youth show called Caravan. It comes at 10 p.m. and we have a playlist for it. So all the episodes on Caravan. Now, in this 1 hour youth show called Caravan, we have segments that are produced by other third parties that we support. So in that playlist, we also categorize those segments. So a segment within a show. And this is a very easy way for people to navigate our channel, and it gives them clarity. And of course, we custom make our thumbnails. So when you see it, it's not just any thumbnail. You have to be very specific about what people are seeing, if it's episode 3, if it's episode 4, before they click, so that they can, you know, like the way you display every single video is important. Then we have like the Roya Drama. Roya Drama is when we purchase, it's a channel on its own, and we purchase series from other like producers in Jordan or around the world, and we post them on Roya Drama. We have the online rights. So this is very important for any journalist or anyone working on YouTube to know that before you put anything up on YouTube, you have to ensure that you have the copyrights, that no one strikes against you. Like the owner of the content can strike and pull down a whole channel, and that will take forever to get back. It might never come back. And if you're making money from that, that's where you get harmed. So you have to be very careful what content goes on your YouTube channel. You have to make sure that your contract clearly says that you own the online rights, whether it's exclusive or non-exclusive, to uploading that content on YouTube. Because, yeah.
Do you mean from even just from citizens, an interview that you do? Do you mean from things that you're buying in through syndication and license? Just clarify that for us a little bit.
If you use a song, like for example, if you're doing a video, if you're like on an amateur level, if you do a video and in the background there is a song that is owned by a third party, you have to be very careful that someone might strike you down.
So they could claim rights almost to the entire playlist of the entire channel.
Yes.
Right.
So when we have our morning show, which is 4 hours, sometimes we have a report, and in that report is a video from an international footage. So we need to remove it before we upload the 4-hour show. We have to remove that 10 seconds so that no one strikes the whole 4 hours down, or the channel maybe.
Right.
Because they pile up, the strikes pile up. So we really have to be clear. But there are also reference coding. You can actually allow, like Roya allows people to share their content. We don't strike anyone down. We make money from them. So if you take our content as an individual and share it on your platform and it starts making money, we're happy about it. Some other people can block you or strike you. So it depends which path you want to go.
All right. So just to backtrack just a little bit. So we've got channels at the top. Is that the Roya TV, the Roya Drama?
News, yes.
Channels. And then within that, you're deciding playlists within that channel. So how do you decide what goes in a playlist compared to the channel?
Okay, so if we take an example of Roya Kitchen. Roya, we have a channel called Roya Kitchen. So in this, now we're thinking of it like live now, and how to change the strategy of this channel. What topics are relevant for us to create playlists? The first topic would be sports. Why don't we put within the channel of kitchen, which is food, sports? What sports can help you burn this kind of food? And then we have another dietitian. We do a playlist for the dietitian. So this playlist will be named under the dietitian's name. The sports, exercise to lose food after the 3-meal course or whatever.
So for people who are almost from a print background, it's almost like imagining you've got your newspaper as the channel, and then the playlists are almost within that.
So are they print or they're digital?
I'm just trying to conceptualize it for them. It's almost like themes within an umbrella.
Yeah, categories. Like the channel is the main print. And if you have segments or sections in the paper, those are the playlists. Okay, so in a playlist, everything is relevant. But the liberty online is that you can have more than one print version. Like you can have the sports, sports segments, and then you have the playlist could be sub segments. To that one channel.
So to come down almost from the channel to the playlist to each individual piece of video, you've already talked a little bit about thumbnails and structuring that, but what have you learnt about the length of the video, how to tag it, how to hashtag it, what the title, what's the actual nuts and bolts of creating one good piece of YouTube video?
So as you know, people don't have that liberty of time, that we don't have the pleasure of time like before. Time and attention is just, we're losing it with our audience because there's so much content out there. But still, as journalists, or like for us as the media, when we want to do a video, the most important thing is for it to be relevant to the time, like a trending topic. And the video length would be, the ideal thing is like 3 to 5 minutes. Although sometimes they say a bit more would be okay. If you have dividers like a mid-roll ad, Like if you have like a 10-minute video, maybe you could put every 2.5 minutes an advertisement or something about the university, just like a break to give someone a chance to go drink some water and come back. But if it's an ideal video that you want someone to have watch throughout, it would be around 3 to 5 minutes. So those 5 minutes, what do you have to do? First of all, you have to have an identity to the intro, like, you know, give an introduction. What am I watching? Just like one frame. I don't know what you have in mind, but like somebody's concert, the name of the concert, the name of the orchestra, and then you go into the event. Now, during that, beginning and end, you have to have something called annotations. The annotations can watch this next. Don't forget to subscribe on the logo. Let's say if you have like the UCLan logo on the top right, if I hover over it, it should show me click here to subscribe. And then there's something called the end card. If I'm watching from my mobile, there are no annotations on the mobile, but now YouTube has done something called the end card, allows for you to click on something to subscribe or to go to the next video. It's an interactive screen. Now, the interesting thing is how to connect this video with other social media platforms. Of course, when you upload the video, you have to have a proper title, proper summary of what's going on, even if it's 2 lines. If you have another language, like for us, it's Arabic and English, even better. And then put a standard paragraph in all your videos about yourself. I mean, the intro would be about the specific video, but under it, you put a paragraph about the university, about the story, about the incident, about the production.
I imagine anything to do with the, because students are going to be doing this around projects. So it's kind of, you know, who's quoted in there, what's the topic. I imagine links, like you're saying, links to their other content from that little paragraph.
Yes, and within the video. So the paragraph, the channel, okay, it starts with the channel, the name, the identity to the channel, all their social medias. And then per video, you also have to repeat that at the bottom. So we are like a group of students doing this after the video, because if I read the video description, the caption to that particular video, maybe I'd want to know more about this channel from that video, not from the channel itself.
Yes.
So from that video, you have to let me go from there to somewhere else. And the video itself today, YouTube allows for you to link this video to other social media platforms. So you can put a tag on the video that will lead you to your Facebook page or the Twitter or the Instagram or the Pinterest. And it's worth mentioning now that to promote this video off YouTube, or we're going to get to that question, right? You were interested.
It's my next one about how to generate buzz around that video next. So yeah, how would
very
you
easy. Yeah, I mean it's all connected. That's why, and it's also very and students have to be very clear and organized about how to go by it. So if you have this really important video that you want to promote, for Facebook you do a trailer, a short video. Now, the videos on Facebook automatically play. Whenever you scroll down, you see a video starting to play. If you click on it, you hear the noise. So you can put a caption saying, watch the trailer for this documentary done by da, 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 and you have to put something very catchy, like a quote by someone said something. It doesn't have to be the plain, boring paragraph. It has to be catchy, because I have to go on. You want me to go back to your YouTube channel and click on this video.
So that's what we might almost class as the clickbait. That's really that moment when you're getting that person to take action.
Yes. So the trailer would be the most attractive part of the video, or something that is going to lead you to an answer that I need to watch it to get what was said after this moment, you know, and then like that suspicion or the curiosity. And then on Twitter, you can do the same thing. You can share a short video, and as well as Instagram, 15 seconds. But within these 3 platforms, or even there are more platforms that you can use this, you can share the YouTube link. So on Facebook, when you put the paragraph, you put up the video. Under the paragraph where the caption is, you put the real link. So maybe when you think about Twitter, you say, but I have 140 characters. What do I do? Make sure to use the website called Bitly. I think you know it, bitly.com, to shorten the link. And hashtags. The key thing about hashtags is, especially for journalists, and I use this all the time, what is the trending topic around you? Like in England, what's going on? If you want to do a story in your neighborhood, you just hashtag So you have to include hashtags about that particular story that you're, taking. That way you can, people will go in that very day because it's a trending topic, and they will search the hashtag of that word.
Have you got any specific tools that you use for deciding what is trending?
I use either Google or Twitter search engine or Facebook. They're very dynamic. They don't let you down. You find everything, and it's sometimes too much, but you can hear the conversation live. This is the most important thing. And even on YouTube, like for now, in Roya, we do use the live feature of broadcast streaming in the moment, by the way. Like you can watch what's on TV through a live feature. So if you have a live event like a lecture, you don't have to use just Periscope. You can use YouTube to set up an event, a live event, by the way.
Yeah, no, so I was just wondering how much of your content now is live, how much you are actually using that functionality, be it Google Hangouts or Periscope or YouTube Live. Yes.
So Periscope, where I was introduced to it actually recently, I had visitors from abroad, and I took them around Jordan, and I did some Periscoping in Petra. I had around 200 or 300 live viewers, but then only to be surprised that Twitter featured I was going up to the monastery. There was like 900 steps, and I was tweeting for 10 minutes, Periscoping. So Twitter featured my scope on their platform. So the next day, because it stays on 24 hours, I had 54,000 views. 54,000 from nothing. So it's worth it because it's authentic. If it's authentic content, it's in the moment. If it's natural, if it's genuine, if it's capturing, engaging, creative, you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Did you find any way really of like linking back to any of your YouTube? It wasn't, or was it not about that?
No, it's a different experience because it's, I put my video that got 54,000 on to YouTube, and I barely got any traffic, which is a very interesting observation. That means that people react differently in live moments. There's an experience that the feeling that you get when you're watching something instantly is different than when you, like, there's an evergreen content. So evergreen content is something you can watch over and over and over again. But as for news, you can't delay it. You have to put it up now. If it's something that is, the idea of it being instant gives another feel. I mean, it's an exciting feeling. I'm watching what this person, so if I was approached by something dangerous, that viewer is gonna see it with me. I'm not gonna have time to edit it. So he's gonna ride the wave with me that moment. So that's where the excitement is. There's an adrenaline that is shared with you and others. And after that moment, it dies out. It's funny. On YouTube, no, you find this piece of content that goes viral, like in New York, if you remember that mouse, the rat that took the piece of pizza and went down the stairs in the station. It was covered by CNN and all over you wonder, like, how did that go viral? Because it's relevant to the people there, and they picked it up, and it found us,
Yeah, to come on to then just quickly what you found works well, sort of the big things that you found. You might be able to answer that by thinking of the things that have done really well for you in the past and what lessons you learned from that.
So what works well, honestly, is that from the very start, you have to have a brand, a clear brand, an identity to the channel, and decide on what content you're going to do, put up, and how often, what is the scheduling like, how are we going to go about this, who are we going to mention every time we post, the consistency, the authenticity of the content works very well. Be careful of the copyright, the tagging, the annotation, clear titles and summaries, sharing the links clearly and consistently. The consistent thing gives off a feeling that this is a professional channel and I want to come back here for more. Reading into data works very well for us. For example, we go in and we look at how much of this, the watch time is very important for YouTube. So how much of this video was watched? How much, when did they exit? So it's one thing to have a clickbait for me to go into your video, and it's one thing for me to leave 10 seconds later. You don't want that. You want me to stay and watch more. And the way I can watch more is if that video prepares me for something I really an entertaining experience, which I can get involved. If I share a content, these people are listening. If I feel that the channel is listening to me, and if they can show me something relevant right after that, like everything should be intertwined, and I should know more about the channel without having to exit this very video. So everything shows me like their social media links, the title is clear, like we said, and definitely what I would say the main thing about not working is the copyrights, because with Roya, although all the content we purchase it, and we work so hard to preserve any, like legal matters, because we don't have time of dates, and but still we get problems from this issue. What works very well, like the monetization, this is something that you have to, like individually or as an institution, you can actually make a lot of money from, especially that the CPM, your traffic in England is very high, and you've been monetized for the longest time. So when you monetize your channel, let others share your content. That's okay. You'll be making money. For us, we make money from people that share. We don't strike them down. So that works well for you, because you can develop as a department. You can get new skills. You can go to YouTube and take a training on how to become a multi-channel network. You start aggregating content from other media houses, and there you can be a provider of unique or exclusive news. So also the type of the content, Claire, like if you have exclusive interviews, take your time in making that a proper. If you have breaking news from the street, don't wait till you edit it. Put it up there immediately. They keep telling us at YouTube, you're not reinventing the wheel. It's not a daunting experience that you have to worry about. It's easy, it's fun, it's engaging. It's learn while you're live. Put it up and monitor. Do it better next time.
So to flip that over, are there things that you would say, obviously the copyright you're saying be very careful about, but are there any other things that you'd say don't do, be very careful of?
I think maybe long content, like extending the content. Don't copy paste. If you have a TV station, or you're taking content off screen, don't copy paste it. People come to see personalities. They don't come to see content many times. They fall in love with the people on YouTube. It's funny. So don't, you have to be passionate. This is, again, something that is key. So don't just do things because you have to be on YouTube. Think it thoroughly, but at the same time, be fast. Don't assume that when you just upload a video without a title and without a paragraph, without tagging, without annotations or proper, that it will get anywhere. It won't. You have to be really focused on putting a standard way of uploading your content so that people can find you.
And that video obviously works on its own as a standalone element, whether that's being shared by somebody else on their sites or presumably on your sites elsewhere, that it's very much a standalone little story in its own right.
Yes, and the standalone is from that, like we said, that very video, I should be able to get to all of your platforms, whether it's your professional or your official website, whether it's your location on Google. You can put a Google map link. This is how to find us, whether it's a number, any data, they give you the flexibility. The more data, the better. You increase the, because the algorithm of YouTube is very smart. It helps users find you. But you have to do your homework. You have to put the right addresses. You have to put the right title, the capturing title. And it doesn't give you a lot of space, by the way. For us, because we do Arabic and English titles, we're always challenged by that space in the title. And sometimes you find the exact same video. One video has 500,000 views and the other one has 100. So someone is doing something right, and the exact same video. Like I did a video on Wadi Rum, the desert in Jordan, and like there's someone else that did a video that has around 350,000. Mine has around 200 views.
And why do you think that is then? Is it? Did you work anything out from that? Well, I did look at his video. Probably this person. He's very, in this particular example, he has a very big reach in other platforms that he's using to optimize his video. He probably paid money on Facebook or on Twitter to optimize this link, like a sponsored link, which is okay. This is perfectly fine, because at the end, YouTube will give you money. It is one of the, I think it's still the only social media platform that shares its revenue with the content creators. So you're happy, they're happy. But this guy, I think, is... he shared it in the right way, and probably he's well known, or he has his fan base as a YouTube talent, a YouTube talent, because many people on YouTube are making millions, Claire, millions.
and no one knows of them on TV.
Yeah.
Well, they're so busy.
It's
like
really
there's some woman that
on its head, isn't it? About how
and even Instagram
visualize news. Yeah. So yeah, you've mentioned Instagram a couple of times. So are you just re-editing one piece of video to turn it into a 15-second clip for Instagram?
You just take the part of the you just take that you put the timestamps to the best parts of your trailer or of your video on YouTube that will bring you attention. And then you use, so you take like a part where the real action is taking place, but you don't give the full answer. Like leave something for this, you know, for them to go into that link.
Are you noticing any differences about what stories or types of content are working better on Instagram compared to your main YouTube channels? Or is it too early to say?
No, actually, you'll be surprised. First of all, people take you by surprise. They sometimes take the lead, and what you least expect can sometimes be something but very popular. But usually it's the relevant topics. Like I would think of what is happening now. Like for us, there was a story about unemployment. We took the Uptown song and we did a parody, and we posted it on our YouTube channel. And we took just a part of that on our Instagram, where the Arab actor is looking like what's his name? Guy that sings it. Gosh, I forgot his name. And we just re-edited it and put it on Instagram, and the BBC took it as a hit. Like they put it on their platform, because we just took that part where we showed that this is someone that looks like another singer, and guess who it is? Go into this 15-second video and then go into the video and see the whole thing. But it was around unemployment. So you put the main topic that is important for your town or your students or for whatever, and you create content around it. That's a very good way of thinking of things, the relevance to the topic. And then there's the evergreen content that is like how to bake an egg, or how to boil an egg, and how to do a cake from 3 ingredients, things that can never lose, how to make lentil soup, how to sleep on a plane. There are things that are like, that will never die out. But maybe like how to make, fish and chips without, I don't know what, something that's relevant.
I do think that's the new skill, if I'm honest. I'm seeing that time and time again, that when you've got years and years of background in journalism, which we have, I think that comes more naturally to us now.
Right.
From journalists who are still learning, I think it's almost, they've got to run before they can even walk, because they need to be able to visualize and conceptualize whole different rainbows of content. And like you're saying, knowing that little small part of one story, to even know that was the story in the first place, it is tricky to break it down into such small pieces.
But the most important thing, it is tricky, but the beauty of it is that you experiment and you get immediate results. So you will see the minute you upload this video, how many likes are coming, how many people are sharing this with their friends, how many people are, because people, like, I would believe what you say more than another media, an official media, because you're my friend, I know you, I trust you. Your recommendation would be, I would click on something you've shared faster than what's in the media. So this is also what you have to know, that if I get a bunch of people to share my video, their friends, it will trickle down. Like their friends will share it with their friends. It will go viral.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant.
But yeah.
Just in terms of the very last question, in terms of literally
Sure.
from nothing getting started, what would you say that they should do? Because a lot of the functionality that you've talked about there, some of it's exclusive to companies and big channels, I think, especially if you want to be monetized, or perhaps it's not. What would you say that they should do to get started?
Start. Upload that video on your mobile. Upload that video on your mobile. And if you believe that it's, just test out the waters. Don't wait until you have the perfect logo. Don't wait until you find a name of the channel. Come up with anything and upload that. Don't delay it. And this is what YouTube always tells us. It tells us as individuals and as an organization, just put it up there. Learn as you go along. And I'm telling you, just getting the right settings, and now they're offering even currency, like you could monetize and get it in pounds, maybe, your money. Make it happen. Yeah, that's good news, isn't it? That's our job after retirement, Claire.
We really appreciate all your time, Laura. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
I hope you have a really good day, okay?
Thank you. You too. All the best to everyone there.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.